Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam, is a captivating blend of bustling city life and serene beauty. Its vibrant streets and hidden gems coexist in beautiful chaos. Come with us. We'll show you everything the city has to offer.
We are in beautiful chaos, the capital city of Vietnam, Hanoi.
Before we show you the beauty, we have to show you the chaos, starting with everyone's favorite, Old Quarter. Tucked away in the heart of the city, the Old Quarter is a place where beauty and chaos intertwine. It's the epicenter of the city and a captivating experience once you arrive. Every visitor needs to spend some time in this part of the city, especially the main square, the heart of the Old Quarter. You'll be amazed by its streets, a bustling maze of colors, noises, and smells that will ignite all of your senses. Just get lost in the narrow streets here. It's an experience all on its own. Here you'll find the streets come alive with an orchestra of honking motorbikes, street vendors, and the animated chatter of locals and visitors alike. There's a coffee shop on every corner, plenty of local restaurants serving steaming bowls of pho, and the antique shop selling unique souvenirs. Speaking of coffee shops, let's check out the city's awesome coffee shop scene.
We are here at the most Insta-worthy cafe in Hanoi.
The No Cafe is one of the most famous and intriguing coffee shops in Hanoi. This place is so vibrant and fun, you can't miss it. It's an explosion of color, guaranteed to put a smile on your face. As we walked in, we were greeted by sticky notes covering every inch of the walls, each bearing heartfelt and funny messages from travelers who've left their mark. We ordered some coffee and made our way upstairs to find a cozy spot. We hung out on one of the 3 floors and wrote our own sticky notes to leave behind. Obviously, we had some fun with it. We saw some hilarious notes written on the walls, so feel free to write whatever your heart desires, no filter. The No Cafe is the ultimate spot for creating a fun memory in this city.
My favorite part was definitely all the hilarious notes that are left here. Oh my god, some of them are absolutely hysterical.
This coffee shop is definitely worth a visit.
Across the street from the cafe is the Hoan Kiem Lake, a peaceful retreat amongst the chaos. Its calm waters reflect the surrounding buildings and offer a much-needed oasis in the heart of the city. We even saw people running and attending exercise classes, a very common thing here in Hanoi. If you look across the lake, you'll see the Tortoise Tower on a small island in the center. Unfortunately, you can't go there, but it's a spectacular sight to see. We then walked to the edge of the lake and got to the Temple of Jade Mountain, Hanoi's most visited temple, which sits on a tiny island in the northern part of the lake. It's connected to the lakeshore by a scarlet bridge. FYI, the entrance fee cost us 30,000 dong, or $1.20 each.
This temple is right next to the lake, so wear your mosquito repellent because I am getting eaten alive.
The temple has pretty exquisite architecture and is adorned with vibrant colors and intricate details. The scent of incense filled the air, and the soft glow of flickering candles created a serene ambiance. This temple is definitely worth a visit. Speaking of incense, let us take you to a small village you're not going to want to miss.
An awesome day trip idea is coming to the Incense Village right outside Hanoi.
Let's talk about an amazing day trip about an hour and a half outside the city. We hired a taxi to the village of Quoc Pagoda Incense Village. We'll put the contact in the description below. This place is honestly unreal. The villagers here produce traditional incense, making for stunning imagery at all stages of the process. The color of the incense is mostly dyed a bright ruby red, but they also dye the incense yellow and green to provide an awesome contrast in color. When you get there, you pay a small entrance fee and you have the whole day to spend taking pictures. The locals arrange the incense in a beautiful pattern for visitors to come and admire the stunning display of colors. We spend hours here just taking photos. You honestly can't take a bad picture here.
Just be careful, guys. You're gonna be a total Instagram boyfriend if you come here. Did you like it?
I loved this cute little day trip that we took. It was amazing.
You can definitely tell how proud they are of their art because they take the time to take your pictures and to set it up for you. It's amazing.
If you're coming to Hanoi, you cannot miss this beautiful incense village right outside Hanoi. Come here, take some amazing pictures, and enjoy.
Before we jet off to our next destination, quick tip. In Hanoi, the most popular way to get around is with the Grab or Gojek app. Make sure you download one of these apps to get around the city. It's super cheap and super fun to see the city on the back of a motorbike. A ride across town only costs around 50 cents to $1. Insane.
We are at the oldest Buddhist temple here in Hanoi.
We're not gonna try to pronounce it, but here it is.
Visiting the Quoc Pagoda, The largest Buddhist temple in Hanoi is an experience that immersed us in Vietnam's rich cultural heritage. Situated on a small island in the scenic West Lake, this ancient Buddhist temple exudes an aura of tranquility amongst the bustling city. As we approached the pagoda, we were awestruck by its architecture and details, reflecting centuries of spiritual devotion to Buddhism. As we walked around the grounds, the atmosphere was filled with the sound of prayer chants and the fragrance of incense in the air. Whether you seek solace, cultural insight, or simply a moment of quiet reflection, the Quoc Pagoda is a way to look into Vietnam's spiritual past and present.
I don't know what it is, but I've always had fascination with these sort of temples. I feel like they're awesome and so ornate and so beautiful.
Let's jet off to another beautiful site. Visiting the Imperial Citadel of Thang is like journeying back in time. We stepped through the imposing gates of this ancient fortress and were transported to the days of Imperial Vietnam. The Citadel, with its magnificent architecture and serene surroundings, stands as a testament to the country's enduring legacy. It was raining that day and it made the walk through the grounds even more enchanting. We walked along the centuries-old pathways and couldn't help but marvel at the intricate details of the Citadel's structures, from the palaces to the beautiful gardens. Our visit was a captivating experience that deepened our understanding of Vietnam's past and left us with a sense of awe and admiration for its culture. This place is really beautiful and we definitely recommend coming and walking around the grounds.
This place has been deemed a World UNESCO Heritage Site, so it's definitely not to be missed.
All this walking made us super hungry, so we stopped to get a snack at a local fruit market. When you're in Hanoi, you have to try as many exotic fruits as you can from street vendors. Daniel and I stopped and tried fruits that our friends were begging us to try.
We are trying some local fruit here in Vietnam. I'm really excited. We were told to try a couple of things, and we're gonna do it right now. We're trying mangosteen, rambutan, I believe, and then lychee's over there.
The best part is that fruit is super cheap in Hanoi and it's an awesome snack on the go.
We just bought like all of that fruit for like $4. That's how much it was.
While you're walking through the market, you'll get to see some of the local foods, from worms to strange fish. Overall, it was interesting. If you know what these things are, please enlighten us in the comments.
Another thing that you're gonna want to do on your trip to Hanoi is the Temple of Literature. It is the first Vietnamese university.
The Temple of Literature is a must-see in Hanoi. Once we stepped through the ancient gates, we felt a sense of tranquility. It's definitely a stark contrast to the busy, bustling streets that surround this temple. The Temple of Literature was once a prestigious center of learning. In fact, it was the country's first national university. Today, it continues to inspire with its well-preserved Confucian teachings and timeless wisdom. We saw a lot of younger students lighting incense and praying for success in their studies.
It must be exam season because we saw a ton of kids praying about their grades. Too bad we didn't have a place like this back when we were in dental school, but I'm pretty sure no prayer would have helped us.
Let's talk about the famous train street. If you only have a limited time in the city, then this street should be at the top of your list. It's become famous over the past few years on social media because of the exhilarating experience of sitting in a coffee shop while a train zooms by you. And did I mention that it's an arm's length away from you?
When you come to Train Street here in Hanoi, you're not technically allowed to just go down the tracks and find whatever cafe you want. You actually have to be invited. So just go outside there. Somebody will come and bring you in. You have to go to their cafe. This lovely lady we just met on the street brought us to her cafe, super close to the train, and she got us some coffee.
Seeing the train zoom by us was both terrifying and exhilarating at the same time. There are plenty of coffee shops and restaurants that line the track. The only thing about this street is that you have to have an owner of a coffee shop invite you in, because you technically can't walk there by yourself, or else the police will yell at you.
I think the thrill of this place is that you get to sit and actually watch a live train go by you at an arm's length.
Huge tip, ask the locals when the train comes. The times we got from the internet were off about 40 minutes. We loved this experience so much that we actually went back at night, which has its own vibe. Either way, you'll enjoy it as much as we did.
Train's coming. Today it's actually on time.
Now, let's talk about Hanoi when the sun goes down. Visiting a night market in Hanoi is such a fun experience, and if you happen to be visiting on the weekend, this is a must. The night market starts at sundown and goes until midnight.
It's been raining all week, so obviously everybody's gonna come out here tonight, and it's obvious, literally everybody came out here tonight.
While walking around the streets of Old Quarter, the vibrant energy of the city was all around us. The streets honestly come alive. We saw locals walking around with their family and children and smelled the awesome aroma of local street food everywhere. As we made our way down the narrow streets of Old Quarter, the atmosphere became even more lively, fun, and kind of wild. There were live performers everywhere, and the city felt like we were at an outdoor concert. Strolling through the bustling alleys, we were overwhelmed by so many sights and sounds. Vendors skillfully preparing delicious food, colorful lanterns illuminating the pathways, and the chatter of enthusiastic locals and visiting backpackers.
It's 11 p.m. and it doesn't matter. Everybody's still here, young and old. There's like a bunch of children here just like running around like it's in the afternoon, and it doesn't matter.
Depending on your style of travel, you may think this is an awesome atmosphere, or you may want to avoid it. But either way, we had a blast on this random Sunday night in Hanoi. This place is honestly beautiful chaos.
Highly recommend coming to Hanoi on a weekend. The night market is absolutely amazing. It's so much fun. Everybody's out here. It's chaotic. It's amazing.
Hope you enjoyed the beautiful chaos of Hanoi. We're ending this video with a bang. Right behind us, it's super late here on a Sunday and they're still going on.
As always, thank you so much for watching.
Who knew you would find salsa dancing in Vietnam? Kids here are having the time of their lives. Check this out.